Some blessings and clarity to all the gods and goddesses. Welcome back to Big Healing Energy. I'm Calypso. If I can shuffle these cards and we're going to get to the message that Spirit has for you. Calling on all archangels, ascended masters, and all divine beings who dwell in the highest dimension, I ask that you bless and protect me as I open myself up to channel the messages for the Divine Collective with clarity. I ask that you bless and protect us all with infinite health, wealth, love, and abundance. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, and all energy sent to us shall be returned, wrapped in infinite love and light. Peace be with us all, and the odds shall forever be in our favor. So be it, and so it shall be. All right, what messages do you have for this divine God and Goddess right now? I feel like you're taking some time to heal. Really taking evaluation of what is benefiting you versus what isn't. What you're giving your energy to versus what is pouring into you. I feel that you've also found during this time of reflection that you've been misplacing a lot of your energy into things that aren't aligned with your soul, your purpose, your values, your goals. You've been putting a lot of time and emotion into hiding who you really are for fear of rejection, for fear that you would lose some type of stability, standing, or status. I feel as though with a lot of people, relationships, groups, jobs. Spirit is saying right now that whatever you lose, they are going to replace tenfold. They need you to trust, okay? They need you to not only trust, but take action. Whatever you are being called to do. And I feel as though it is you walking away. I'm not going to say it's a choice. You have to make, it's like the choice has been made, but you during this time of healing has really figured out what makes you happy. Maybe you found your tribe. Maybe the Three of Cups is here, and yes, that is about, celebration and abundance and all of those things. But I also feel as though 10 minus 3 is 7. You've looked at the toxic ways that you've been self-sabotaging yourself. You've been selling yourself short when it comes to your emotional life, when it comes to you being fulfilled in the way that doesn't keep you up at night, in the way that doesn't cause you anxiety, in the way that doesn't make you feel like an outcast. I think you sometimes may do things so people will see how great you are, if that makes sense. The Hangman coming out. So I'm feeling as though you, and again, this is big healing energy, right? I'm healing just with you. We heal, we feel, we deal. This is what we do. So please do not take anything I say as me ever coming at you. But we heal on this channel. It is what it is. But I feel with this Hangman coming out, you would like, and this is funny, Knight of Swords, you would buy people things or bend over backwards, literally and figuratively, so that people will see you as like this savior, right? And you wanted to save people because all you ever wanted was to be saved. So a lot of your energy in life, in relationships, has been, if I save them, if I give them everything they want, they will worship, not really, but that came to mind, but they will revere me in this way. And then they can save me, right? Then they can then get me to where I need to go, or give me the emotional fulfillment that I so desperately need. So instead of saving yourself, you always charged in to save other people. But with the Hangman, this is Neptunian energy. It's very spiritual, and you gained a new perspective. You really started to look at how toxic you are to yourself at times. And that honestly is the worst kind. Self-censorship is coming up. A lot of times you don't say how you really feel. A lot of times you don't say the thoughts that are on your mind. You won't give your opinion, or you will agree with whoever's opinion is around you for the sake of harmony, for the sake of, validation, or for the sake of rejection. Like you don't want them to reject you. You know you're smarter than them, and not that you're better, but okay, come on, let's be real. You know more about that subject, but you would play yourself down because in general, people don't like that. And it's not that you were mean about it. And part of me feels like you never really even tried. I feel like this was like childhood, when you would speak up and speak your mind, and you were ridiculed, and I feel like by family, by friends. Five of Swords here, and when you did, I think for some of you, people like called you a liar. They told you weren't telling the truth, so it caused you to just not speak your truth, and it got you into this cycle of people pleasing by just agreeing, people pleasing by filling other people's emotional cup until no more, until crisis point, until critical mass, until like fuck this shit. And I really feel like this is when your soul kicked in. I really feel like this was when like spirit, God, source, God, inner universe, whatever you want to call it, your higher self was like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are taking this opportunity. I'm sorry, I just had like a really, okay. They kicked in there just like, we are taking this opportunity to break your heart to save your soul. This has been very isolating. I don't know, I'm seeing green walls, like light colored green. Maybe your room is painted green, or you have green around you. Maybe get a plant. Maybe you just got one. Four of Pentacles in the struggle position. It's about holding on to your power. Of course, Four of Pentacles is all about conservation, security, fragility. And I think you're realizing with this Tower moment, because it came out on top of it, I'm just trying to word it right. And I'm just going to say it. We keep it a band because it's big healing energy, how fragile your ego really is and was. And I say that to say this, hear me out, because your ego is your best friend and your worst enemy. Your ego's job is to keep you alive, right? So it will always point out scenarios that will make you feel less than, because that's what it does. It keeps you in competition, and it thinks that the only way to stay relevant, to stay alive, is to be on the trend, right? And your ego will always boost you up, or because it is emotionally driven in a sense. And so when you learn that your biggest enemy is between your own ears, and lives there and constantly is just nonstop running its mouth, that can be a crisis point, because you realize that no matter how much I give, buy, fuck, whatever, let's keep it a buck, let's keep it a band, it will never be good enough, because the person or the thing I'm trying to please lives inside of my own fucking head. I don't know, that's for some of y'all. Maybe it's a little too deep, but this is big healing energy, That's what we do. We heal. And that's what you get when you heal. And that's what I think you're feeling. Very powerful. Even though, the general energy came out, Four of Cups, Four of Swords, restoration, healing, taking stock of, I'm not happy with what I have, so maybe it's time for me to look at what the universe has been trying to give me. Two right here, the universe, this little hand in this hand, trying to give you something, but you're looking down. And I think that finally in this position of the Four of Swords, you're like, well, am I the drama? Is it me? Yeah, I'm the reason I've been staying up all night. Yeah, these other people ain't shit. Fuck them. But let's deal with me first. Let's deal with me first. Let's deal with me first, because only I can get me to the Ten of Pentacles. And how do I do that? I find balance. I find balance. I don't have to cut everyone off. I don't have to I don't have to let everyone know I'm smarter or have it figured out. But I don't have to self-censor myself. I don't have to shut myself up. I don't have to pretend to laugh if something's not fucking funny. And I don't have to pretend that someone is right if they are blatantly fucking wrong just for points on the scoreboard. As long as you become stable within yourself, as long as you put in the discipline to be self-aware of your emotions and realize when you're crossing your own fucking boundaries, because this is what this reading is about, higher self coming through, your boundaries. When you start to establish those boundaries and have that discipline for yourself, when you're like, I'm not going to censor myself. I don't have to prove people wrong constantly, but I can speak up for myself, because I feel like this is something you don't do. I'm getting at work, in jobs that you've had, especially in team projects. People take credit for things in relationships. You allow someone to just run rampant sometimes. They make all the decisions. They get it their way. Because hopefully one day they will see how much you do for them and come around. Well, Spirit is like, no, it's time to change and communicate. It's time to change and say what the hell is on your mind. The World, the Magician, and the King of Swords. Spirit is like, no. The direction you're taking now going forward is that you're going to say what's on your mind. You are going to use your ability to see a situation from all angles, from different perceptions. And you are going to communicate how you feel, not in an aggressive way, not in an abrasive way, but in a way that's very firm, in a way that's very disciplined, in a way that's, foundational comes sort. I'm trying to get the right word. Nice nasty. Like, let's be nice nasty about it. And I'm not saying that calls for every situation, but I think if you start out, especially meeting new people, for some of you, my singles out there who are dating, if you start out setting the bar like I say my piece, I say my mind. It's not that I'm opinionated to the point of, I have an opinion about every single thing I have to verbalize, but it is, I'm not going to just sit around and let you gaslight me, and I'm not going to sit around and gaslight you just to be liked. If you're in a relationship with someone, it is you restructuring that boundary, you drawing that line in the sand, and just, even if you have to have a conversation and be like, look, like, yeah, some things in me are changing. I want to speak my mind. I don't agree with that. No, we can talk it out. We don't have to disagree. And I feel as though that is changing in you, because you are finding who you are, the Fool and the Page of Wands. It's very much this sense of energy right now of rediscovering yourself, or maybe just discovering who you are. I said balance. Very much balance. And this is Libra energy, so this is very much 7th house. 7th house is, again, Libra, so it's balance. But what I meant to say is that it balances out the 1st house. And the 1st house is the house of self. An outlook on your life, your outward behavior, your self-awareness, your concern, self-concern, your masking, your persona. All of these things are balanced out by the 7th house. So when you stop putting so much energy into getting people to see your self-worth and start putting energy into your self-worth, people will see your self-worth without you really doing anything but focusing on your self-worth. It's a bright new beginning, you know? But again, that balance, long as you have that balance. I mean, he's on the log balancing 2 pentacles. All of this stuff, you know, water is emotions and you see the waves crashing. So something might be going on in your life, but instead of focusing on the problem, why not find that balance and focus on the solution? You see, you have the problem, that's 50% of what's going on. So instead of taking your energy and just glaring at the problem, glare at a solution. Use the sun energy you have to glare at the solution. Anything else? Anything else? 8 of Swords. Yeah. It's that mental anxiety. It's that unableness to communicate. I paused because I wanted to say unwillingness, but I feel like it's an unableness to communicate. So definitely do a throat chakra meditation, and we can do one right now. Take whatever is, well, no, I'm not going to say that. Take your left hand, that's your receiving hand, and we're going to tap. So tap, you can hear it right now. Tap right where your throat and collarbone are. That connects right at the top of your chest, end of your neck, and just repeat to yourself, although I am afraid right now, I fully love and support myself. Although I am afraid right now, I fully love and support myself. That's what you do when you feel as though you are unable to say how you feel. If you have anxiety going into a conversation or anything like that, start tapping, because it's ancient Chinese medicine. It's acupuncture, really, in a sense, without the needles. You are releasing trapped emotions from your throat chakra and your heart chakra all at one time. So you're able to flow. It's very important as you grow, as you ascend, as you heal, you know, and heavy emphasis on the you and the healing, that you learn these things about your body, because it is natural. We are an energetic being, so energies get trapped within us. So make sure you do that. All right, let's get you some affirmations, and then go tap it out. Remix the Lil Wayne and Birdman song. Tap out. Man, I've been listening to a lot of frequencies lately. I don't even listen to rap music like I used to. My capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. So it says it all right there. Tune into the power of love, and not just love, but self-love. You know, self-love. When you start to love yourself, and I don't mean self-care, I mean self-love. There is a difference. But when you start to love yourself inwardly, it shines outwardly. And you will be amazed at how your life changes. Bottom of the deck. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided, and you are. Big healing energy. I love you.